Okay, Gemini, this is just a quick little read en route. This is for the month of January 2023. Will try to probably do a couple of others here as I can, but right now this is just for the month of January. And what I see here is you are bored. You are bored and tired of the same old monotony. You're ready for a change. I see that there is definitely apathy and it could be a father figure here that's relevant, or certainly you could be the father figure. Mature energy here as well coming through. Definitely some idea around, or some conclusive energy here as well, because you're at a 9. You also have the 10 of Swords and the Death card. You're going through a bit of a transformation, or you're about to go through. This is just the beginning entry point, because you have 2 5s here as well. In terms of finances, that was the cards that I asked for. I feel like you'll be struggling a little bit here in terms of money for the month of January, but overall, you are in a new path here, but it is still kind of a hard cycle. It looks like the path is still going to be in around some lessons that are yet to be learned, because even though it is a new cycle, it's an end of a hard cycle in one respect, it feels like you are still going forward with that Ace of Swords in the energy of having to learn something in around more communication, or having to learn something that is going to be more along the lines of breakthrough moment, or having to, get clear on, because the aces are all about that new beginning for sure. But it just feels as though there is energy here that needs to be worked through as far as a new idea. Still the early stages of something here. And definitely it's a starting point either way, but I just feel like you're just moving into that, because the energy you're still in right now is that 10 of Swords, which is the main card. And then we have the clarifiers. We also have the Sun card, which is a healing card. And certainly the 3 of Swords is a healing card as well. Well, you're having to heal after heartbreak, disappointments. Could be in around Libra energy here as well. Aquarius may also be prevalent, but the energy is still one of trying to move yourself ahead and take charge, and finding that direction is, you're just getting clear on something, but you're having to heal a whole bunch of hurts here still in January. And again, the path is still at the point of a 9 here. So, the 9 does go to the 10. So, and then there is the transformation, but I feel like you are still in the energy of the 9, even though it is coming through to a conclusion for the 10. This is a general energy read, so it may not speak to all of you, but it is just the energy is always changeable. This is just, it's not predictions. It is energy that is in your it's relevant to you at this moment, but again, it's how you choose to move through that energy. So this is what I'm seeing here as you having to work through. The cards that seem to be the most relevant are that there are 3 5s here. So this is not just about ups and downs. This is about making significant changes in your life, both emotionally, on practical levels in terms of money, as well as the way that you communicate, because there's a lot of struggle, inner struggle, outer struggle. There's a lot of big changes that you're going through here. The 5s are all about those new cycles that need to come in, because it's where there's going to be progress. So you are in the right. My phone cuts out. My phone cuts out when I have calls coming in, and it's probably going to come through again in a few seconds. But either way, I just wanted to let you know that I do see there is some sense of a need for a change. I feel like you're just tired of the same old, same old. And I'm just going to put my other light on here as well, but I feel like you're looking for some kind of new challenge, or you're just feeling a lot of instability and not a lot of freedom. And I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty at this time in your life. And again, it seems to be on a lot of different fronts here, because the wands are, battles with self and others, and certainly insecurities with the 5 of Pentacles, lack of money, feeling a lack mindset, all of those things. The Star card seems to be the most relevant, as well as the Emperor card. So I feel like you're sitting in a place of, feeling authoritative or power, that you're still stable. And you are still going through this period of healing energy and trying to find balance and harmony, especially after heartbreak. There's some new inspiration that's coming through, probably not right away, because you're still in this energy grid of, kind of heavier energy. But I do feel like there is a destination that awaits you. So this is really about having a talent in the future. It is looking bright. There is a reason to be optimistic here on a couple of fronts here. I do feel like you have the, the mindset to be assertive and to to go forward with a particular goal or dream. And certainly there is, you know, life after heartbreak. I mean, it's all in the way that you choose to see something. You know, heartbreak is a part of our growing process. It's necessary to find depths of ourself and all of those things. Nobody likes pain, but at the same token, you know, our vulnerability is also something that can help us to shine and go forward and have hope and faith. You know, if there were too many highs, you know, and everything was looking good, then there wouldn't be any reason to appreciate it, because it just feels like it's the same old coaster. But, you know, this is really where you are sort of taking a gentle approach with yourself, or, you know, trying to see that you do have a destination ahead of you. I do feel like there's some talents here as well, because this does, you know, speak to fours, is that stability, but also a sense of, you know, healing. Sorry, I'm just going to turn on my light here in the car again. I'm just en route. So just give that a second here. So again, star quality, I do feel like you have some talents to pursue here, but it just feels like everything it works the way that it's supposed to work, and it takes the time that it takes. So again, you're going through a lot of healing energy, and the only way to heal is to release something. So you have to release all that negative self-talk, all of that negative hardship, all of the things that you feel in the world have slighted you. You have to find a way to process it, meditate on it, and, you know, kind of work through the, you know, because living the same day in the same way every day is just going to bring on more of the same, right? You have to look more future oriented. And right now it does feel like you are not quite in that space yet, but there is further out some levels of inspiration and some clarity for you to be able to move forward, but not there yet. You're feeling very defensive in the month of January, even though you're stable. Finances are still kind of scattered in terms of struggling through to kind of make, you know, ends meet and all of that. But again, there is some kind of potential here that's still a reason for you to stay optimistic. There are some fruits to bear further out. I feel like you're trying to resolve those inner conflicts and, you know, await some new opportunities here with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Two aces of some significant changes that will be coming further out. But you're going through this renewal and healing and all of this. And so you just have to persist through, because, as I say, Ten of Swords energy, these are hard lessons learned. And I feel on some subconscious level, you know, they always impact us. You know, if we continue to think a certain way, then we continue to achieve the same results. So again, it's about, you know, even dealing with chronic problems health-wise. There could be some issues around alternative therapies, that kind of thing that you might benefit from, you know, because there is that mind-body connection we all need to be aware of. It does impact the body. It is not something that is separate. But there is definitely, as I say, sort of a chance for you to learn and grow with this energy here. But again, the death energy is really about, you know, really having to transform your inner world to be able to affect the outer world. So this can be, you know, because I see it around, a little bit around the swords energy, it just feels like this is still kind of around the energy of, well, changes for sure. There is going to be some kind of significant change that you're trying to modify yourself and enable for you to, like I said, release something. And that's what has to happen here, is you have to learn to release or let go this negative self-talk to be able to make this turnaround, you know, because these are freedom suckers. You know, these are things that you can't allow yourself to transition into unless you do, you know, find a way to release it. Like I said, I mean, this becomes permanent and it doesn't help you to revitalize. You know, you are in a healing place, but you're healing on a lot of different levels. It's not just, I mean, I don't feel like there's a lot in terms of body healing so much, but it seems to be heartbreak and external things to you, emotional heartbreak. And even though I feel like you're ready for changes here with the Nine of Wands because of this apathetic sort of energy, with that Four of Cups, I feel like you're still not quite in a place to be able to make those changes yet. This change is not yet permanent. where you can close the door and regenerate. The Death card and that Ten of Swords means, further out is the transformation. And right now you're feeling the effects of the Ten of Swords. So this is you clinging to old situations. You are not yet releasing that. And until you do, the situation doesn't improve. So you want to be able to find your freedom again. So it's accepting things for how they are. It's learning to accept and realize that a lot of the things around us, things happen for a reason unbeknownst to us. There is some truth or some element of empowerment in it, but you have to let go of those negative beliefs, enable for that pressure of being trapped and disappointed and everything to be able to free you up. But I feel you at that time, once you go through this death transition here, there will be some allowance for you to kind of regenerate and create a whole new life for yourself. So then we're moving into and again, in terms of, difficult decisions, all of that sort of falls into that same area here as well. There could be some areas in terms of health, like minor things like constipation or root canals, whatever, teeth, dental issues, that kind of thing, because you have to release something and able to, and that doesn't mean getting rid of everything, and just, planting yourself in a big open space or big open meadow. But it does mean coming to terms with it and realizing that, it is always about the growth. It's always about being able to find energy in putting your thoughts into things that can be a lot more fertile. So like I said, there's mindfulness techniques and that kind of thing that are out there to sort of help guide through this space. But right now, like I said, the Ace of Swords is really the primary focus for me, and the Ace of Wands. So creative energy as well, but it's also about trying to see your way through negative mindset. Again, we've got 2 of the 5. So again, there's some instability around finances and relationships possibly, or challenges in around connections or struggles within yourself, that kind of thing. I don't see a lot in terms of people here. Again, you could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra energy seems to be the ones that stand out for me, or even an Aries as well. But overall, I still feel like you are in a place of, like the Wands is about, healing yourself probably through creativity. Even though you're disappointed, I feel like you could be moving things ahead because there is a new idea or a new job or a new enterprise, whatever it is for you. And it could be some kind of writing journey here as well, with that Ace of Swords and the combination of the creativity with the Ace of Wands. But either way, it's some kind of a new beginning here. For some of you, this could be a relationship, but I really doubt it, given the negativity of the cards here. And it's not to say that they're all negative. It's just that a lot of, you are trying to find a way to release and let go of your hostilities, and your barriers are up, and, there's so much disappointment here that I just feel like you're still in a place of healing the heart, and really trying to find some balance here before you can move forward, because you can't really go into another relationship until you're really balanced and harness some of the, the truths, or some of the truths need to be utilized within yourself. And you have to sort of, how do I say, you have to be able to accept some of our part in a journey here as well, to be able to find that balance. If we're always pointing the finger, there is no way of really not repeating it. You're going to repeat something for sure if there's a finger pointing. And I do feel like there's a lot of inner struggles here as well, a lot of just conflict. But again, I feel like you're trying to release a lot of that stuff here with the Eight of Cups. So the other part of it is think in terms of what's coming in here, new energy cycles. A new chapter begins. And again, this definitely still feels like you are in a position of, being balanced. So use that energy to your advantage. Use it wisely, because when you have a solid foundation, it's easier to move through this healing process. When you have to, dissipate your energy in 15 different directions, it's a lot harder to see how to move forward. So, sorry, I'm just going to plug my phone in here. But overall, like I said, sorry, or passion, even though there's a lot of heated emotional sort of energy that could be coming through with that Eight of Wands. and the Seven of Cups energy for some of you in terms of relationships, I do feel like that might be a bit of an intense sort of, emotional thing that you're dealing with, but I feel like you won't compromise yourself in any way. I feel like you're just staying practical. You're not really focusing on that aspect of things right now. You are just interested